Boo! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this, it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". Yeah, I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the wolf of weed street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them hands, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing, dog? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up, boys and girls? How is everybody doing here today? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Happy Super Bowl day. Nothing but poor wishes and bad luck to all of the Eagles fans that are watching this, because being a New York Giant fan, I just simply cannot ever root for the Eagles to ever succeed in any possible way, shape, or form. So I apologize. I also hate the Chiefs. I really do. But I hate the Eagles a little bit more. So with that being said, can't believe I'm saying this. Tastes like vinegar. Let's go Chiefs. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. In case you guys are new here, before we start getting into tonight's session, or this afternoon session. I usually do these live streams in the evening time, but obviously we've got something else going on today at 6:30, which is the time we usually do these live streams, and that is the Super Bowl. So before we get into all that, folks, I do want to take a second. I want to thank our partners and our data providers over at Benzinga, TradingView, the NASDAQ, CBOE, and of course, OpenAI. These companies are the foundation of what powers TTG. We're very grateful to be able to provide our platform with their data and tools, all integrated to help you all learn, trade, and profit consistently. This innovation has not gone unnoticed. We actually received the Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool last year for 2024. There we are, my business partner and I, up on stage at the Benzinga FinTech Awards ceremony, receiving the Best AI Analysis Tool Award. It's nice to see industry leaders are taking notice of what it is that we are doing here, guys, at True Trading Group. But this isn't just about awards, right? This is about being part of a community that's constantly growing, learning, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in trading and investing. And our members of TTG are part of something real special. I couldn't be any more proud to be on this journey with each and every single one of them. So I hope you guys are ready to roll your sleeves up here with today's session before the big game. Hope you guys all enjoy the big game, have fun, whatever you're doing, be safe. Come back tomorrow morning ready to rock and roll and kick some ass, because I expect a little bit of, not a little bit, I expect a continuation of the volatility that we've seen in the markets over the last couple of weeks. We've had a lot of news headlines over the last couple of weeks. We've had a lot of large moves in the individual markets the last couple of weeks. We've had big ups, we've had big downs, and I expect a whole lot more of that here coming up this week. I think we're actually going to have maybe a little bit of a pullback week this week, and we'll get into that a little bit more when I explain to you guys what my beliefs are that the market's going to do this week, and have a list of top trade ideas for the week that we're going to get into and talk about here as well. But if you are new to this channel, if this is your first time hanging out with us, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Do not ever miss out on any of these live streams. We do these live streams 6 days a week. I'm always dropping golden nuggets, giving you free lessons, education, analysis, trade ideas to help you guys learn, trade, and profit consistent, help you guys make money. At the end of the day, that is exactly what we are here for. I tell you what I think the markets are going to do, not just what they did previously. I tell you what positions I'm getting into, not just positions that I was in or positions that I am already currently in. I put my neck out there and I tell you exactly what I think is going to happen in the days to come. I have no problem doing that because I'm right a hell of a lot more than I'm wrong, but I am also still going to be wrong sometimes. I do not believe that I'm the world's greatest trader. It's not why I think that you should pay attention to what it is that we talk about on this YouTube channel. You might be wondering, well, why should I listen to this guy? He just told me he hates the Eagles, and I'm an Eagles fan, so why should I listen to him? Well, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job at a college on Wall Street, where they taught me how to trade. That was my very first experience with the markets and with trading. I didn't have to go through hours of YouTube videos or sit in Discords or read through Reddit pages or cross my fingers and pray to the Lord that some 30-cent stock that some idiot on Twitter told me about was going to moon. That's not how I got my start. I was trained by professionals on Wall Street, and they didn't let me touch a dollar of their money until I went through and passed their training program. So I had to go through a training program that was months and months long before they let me touch $1 of the company's money. And then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. It was the huge stock market crash. But it also happened to be one of the years that I received, that happened to be the year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We have 10,000 members in 114 different countries. We are truly a global community here at True Trading Group. No matter what it is that you guys are looking for, we trade stocks, we trade options, we trade futures, we day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something here for everybody at True Trading Group. So again, if you have not yet done so, smash that like button, show some love, turn on your notifications, of course, subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. Now, I've got a lot to get into here today before we break for the big games. I promise I won't keep you guys too long, but there are some really important things I want to cover with you before we get into today's trading week and before all of the fun and festivities begin for the big game. First, stop what you are doing right now and make sure you're watching this live stream live, right? If you're going to watch a live stream, then for sake, watch it live. You should see a red dot on the bottom left of your screen next to the word live. That means that you're watching this video live. If you do not see a red dot, then that means that you are delayed. And that's important because I'm doing a giveaway on this live stream later on today during this live. Later on today on this live, we are going to do a giveaway. I'm going to put everyone's name into a random name picker called the Wheel of Names. We're going to spin the wheel live. If your name is called, you're going to have 2 minutes to send a text message to a phone number that we put on the screen. And you're going to have to give me 2 code words. Code words I'm giving you throughout this live stream. The first one's coming up in a couple of minutes. The second one I'll give you guys a little bit later. That's why it's important that you're watching this video live. Because if your name is called later and you only have 2 minutes to send a text message, the 2 minutes could come and go and you won't know any different if you're watching this video delayed, then you would have missed out on your chance of claiming your prize. So again, make sure you're watching this video live. Click the button that says live on the bottom left of the screen. You should see a red dot next to the word live. That means you're live. That takes me to my first code word for today. The first code word for today is go. G-O. Real simple. Go. Go. G-O. Go. First code word. All right. First code word is go. All right. There you guys have it. First code word is go. Make sure that you write that down because you're going to need to know both code words. The second code word is coming later on during the live stream. All right. Go. All right. Go. That is your first code word for tonight's live stream. All right. Second code word's coming up later during the live. All right. Later on during the live. Now, let me take a quick sip of water and then we're going to dive right in. All right, guys, let's get to it. What's up, everybody? I hope you're all excited for the big game here today. But before we get into any of my trade ideas, and like I said, I got a list of some trade ideas I want to cover with you guys. I got a nice little diverse list. I got some longs, I got some shorts. I'll tell you exactly what I think we're going to see from the markets here this week as well. But there's a lot of people that, a lot of questions really recently about all of the activity that's been going on in the markets, and it's causing a lot of uncertainty. It kind of all started with, the volatility picked up when the Fed said they're not going to cut rates 4 times in 25. They're only going to cut rates twice. Then inflation expectations went up from the Fed in December. And that started all the crazy volatility that we've seen for the last month and a half. And if I zoom in on my charts, you guys can see it all started right here. It all started right there. That was the Fed meeting, right? And it just continued. The volatility just continued there with catalyst after catalyst. First, it was the Fed meeting. Then it was a lighter than expected PCE number. Then it was a stronger than expected jobs number that could have made people think that inflation was going to be more of a problem. Then you had a lighter than expected CPI number, and that popped the markets, right? That popped the markets. Then you had the inauguration. And then the first thing that Trump did had nothing to do with tariffs, and the markets then continued on that upward move that you got after CPI. And then you had the DeepSeek gap down. So there was the DeepSeek gap down. Then it turned out that it wasn't entirely factual. We recovered the entire move. And then you got tariff news that we were going to put 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada. That also turned out to not be true or be delayed 30 days. And then you got this, not as it wasn't true, but it was delayed 30 days. And then we pushed back and recovered the entire gap down. And then what happened just recently, then you had inflation expectations, the 1-year inflation expectation and consumer sentiment numbers that we got. Consumer sentiment numbers were lower than expected by a lot. And then the 1-year inflation expectations were also much higher than what was originally anticipated. And on top of all that, you had bad earnings from Alphabet, from Amazon, from Microsoft, all of these companies coming out with earnings and trading to the downside. So you lost some of your big mega cap tech names trading to the downside, as well as all of that volatility with all those fundamental and economic data catalysts that we just got over the course of the last month or so. And everyone's been talking about all of these things coming together and trying to figure out what the hell does this mean? Where does the market go from here with all these things that we have happening? Because while that took place, you also had the unemployment number come out stronger than expected, right? The unemployment rate came in at 4.0. So the unemployment rate actually went down while you have all these other catalysts that are coming out. And this all comes together, and you can sum it all up in one word. And we can say that there's been a lot of this one word. It's volatility. And volatility is definitely something that you want as a trader. You don't want a market with no volatility. You want volatility. Volatility is a trader's best friend. Volatility could be the reason why you can buy a stock at $80. It goes up to 500, sell it, wait for a pullback, buy back in, it rips, you sell it again. Then all of a sudden some crazy story comes out of China about AI and it turns out to not be factual. You see the market crash, you buy back in, it goes back up a day later. Like, volatility is what allows you to do some of those things. And this is the kind of market that we're in. And I'm absolutely floored. I really am. I was in the camp. I really seriously was in the camp that really thought that once COVID was completely over, right, that the market would return back to normal. Because the market that you have today is very different from the market that you had in like 2015, 2016, 2017, even 2019. There wasn't a whole lot of volatility like this. The size of the moves were not this large. They did not happen this quickly. You did not have these big ups, big downs, and back and forths and in-betweens. You had some of that in 2018 with the U.S.-China trade war. And then once COVID hit, volatility just skyrocketed. And anyone that's been trading for longer than just during COVID, if that's all you know, I know there's many people, there's tens of millions of traders that got into the market for the very first time during COVID. But if you've been trading since before that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, that this increase in volatility is something that I didn't think would necessarily still be here in 2025. I thought that maybe as you really got past COVID, 23, 24, that we would have seen that volatility subside. And it just has not happened. The volatility continues to be here. And I'm starting to think to myself that maybe that's just what it is. Like, maybe we're just in a completely new dynamic with advancements in technology and politics, and like people being more interested in politics, there being advancements in technology and everything else. And I think that we're experiencing possibly what a new normal is and what a new normal will be for the markets. You know, if you're somebody that was part of the market during COVID and you got burned with AMC or GME or any of the meme stock stuff, if you tried the market before, if you're somebody that's been waiting for the time to get in, there's never been a better time. It really hasn't. There's never been a better time. Yesterday was the best time. And I mean that whether you do anything with True Trading Group or not. Look, yeah, of course, sure. I want you to sign up to True Trading Group. I'd love for you guys to become a member of TTG. But whether you do or not, if you have a real interest in this, do not wait. Don't wait because you don't think you have enough money. If you have a couple $100, great. That's enough money. We have plenty of members of True Trading Group that started with just 100, 200, 300, $400 in their trading account. You do not need tens of thousands of dollars to trade and to not be under PDT rule. All these things are gigantic misconceptions that people that don't necessarily know too much about the markets think. It's just simply not true. You can easily avoid the PDT rule. You can trade options with a cash account and you're not bound by the PDT rule. And you can just go out there and you can trade as much as the capital in your account will allow you to trade, and the money clears the next day on options. So you just open up a cash account and you day trade options. And we'll teach you guys how to do that. And that helps you avoid PDT rule. You have $500 in an account, cool. You have $300 in an account, cool. You can go ahead and you can day trade options. You're not bound by the PDT rule. Okay, these are simple things that are gigantic misconceptions by general people. Okay, I don't want you to think that, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I don't have enough time. Again, I'm telling you this, that like, you know, I'm not saying this because like, oh, you don't need any time. You don't need any money. Just sign up for True Trading Group. Like, I'm telling you this as somebody who genuinely believes that the more successful retail traders are, then the better companies like True Trading Group are going to do in general. I'm telling you, like, whether you do anything with us or not, if you join another group or you join True Trading Group, whatever it is, this is the time. Whatever excuse that you're making for yourself, stop. Stop. And I'm not sitting here telling you to go ahead and just dump all of your cash into the market right now for like the long-term portfolio, because I don't think there's going to be a pullback. The market is just going to continue to go straight up. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is that there's so much volatility in this market that you can make money on the way up. You can make money on the way down. There's swing trading opportunities every day. There's day trading opportunities every day. We day trade and swing trade in True Trading Group every single day. There are 9 professional traders with you all day, every day, calling out all of their trades. And I'm telling you that the opportunities that are out there are abundant. They're incredible. I have been doing this for 18 years. I have not seen a stretch ever in my life from COVID till now with this much opportunity. You used to have to follow the money. That actually was a phrase that you would hear from people say, follow the money, right? Follow the money. And that meant you'd have to take a market of 10,000 different stocks and try to figure out, where are the institutions buying? We had to follow the money. It's not the case anymore. There is so much liquidity in this market. There's so much action that you can look at any corner of this market and find opportunity. You can look at solar stocks. You can look at crypto stocks. You can look at financials. You can look at tech. You can look at AI, semiconductors, software. You can look at the Mag 7. You can look at, you know, consumer discretionary. You can look at energy and oil. You can look at nuclear stocks. You can look at quantum computing stocks. You can look at healthcare stocks. You could literally look at boring ass industrials. You can look at airlines. You can look at cruise lines. You can look at all of these different areas. You could look at gold. Commodities like gold are actually giving phenomenal trading opportunities. Gold was an extremely boring commodity. It is on fire. There is opportunity every single place that you look in this market. You almost can close your eyes and just throw something at a dartboard and just land on a sector of the market that's going to be moving around on that day. It's not the way that it used to be. And I don't mean to downplay it, but it never used to be that easy to find opportunity. It's like every day you wake up, I sit at my desk, I just get smacked in the face with opportunity. It's almost gotten to the point where I'm not looking for opportunity. I'm trying to focus on opportunity because there's too many different things to look at. There's too many different things moving. And what I have learned is when you try to look at too much, you try to follow too much, you try to focus on too much, you miss everything. Don't try to focus on 10 different stocks. Don't try to focus on 15 different stocks. Laser in on a handful of ideas that you like the best, because what used to be a problem of, okay, you have to try to find really good trading opportunities. The problem in today's market is avoiding too many really good trading opportunities. Because I think if you market opens and you try to look at 10 different things, you're going to miss your entry on all of them. I think you're better off focusing, just like take a look at 2, 3, 4 different ideas and just hone in on them, put the blinders on and just go after and attack those ideas. And that's what's been working for us inside our True Trading Group. It helps that there's 9 professional traders that are in there and you guys get to see everything it is that we are trading. I just think that now is the time for people to get involved. It's when the market is volatile like this. It could be something as simple as just a couple hours a week around your schedule or just a couple $100. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You don't have to day trade. You don't have to do anything crazy, risky. Even if it's just a little bit of time, just a little bit of money that you guys can learn about. You don't have to trade real money. There's simulators out there that are free. You can trade with fake money. There's so many people that love to complain about the cost of things being so high and inflation, the cost of eggs and living expenses are out of control and everything else. And all that may be true, but a lot of people like to wait for things to say, oh, well, when I get this new job or when I get this raise or this political figure is gonna save me money, or I'm gonna sell my house, or I'm gonna get this inheritance, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or I'll place a trade and if I get lucky and I make a bunch of money, then I'll join and then I'll take things more seriously. I gotta tell you something, man. Let me explain something to everybody, and this you got to listen to this. I mean, this goes straight to nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares that you're struggling. Nobody cares that with the cost of living that you're barely making ends meet. Nobody cares. And that's the hard truth that a lot of people need to understand. You're not entitled to anything. Nobody owes you anything. No matter how hard you think you have it, trust me, there's people out there that have it far worse than you. Nobody's coming to save you. The only sure bet that any of us can make is on ourselves. And I hope you take that with you for the rest of your life, because the only person that is there that actually cares about you, the only person that's there that's going to actually help you is yourself. You need to start betting on yourself, not relying on other people. That's a really important thing. And again, of course, I want you to sign up to True Trading Group. I'm going to tell you more about True Trading Group actually on this live stream in hopes that you do actually join our community of 10,000 people from 114 different countries. But even if you don't, I want you to think that just because you didn't sign up for something today, that this isn't going to work for you. I can tell you that I know from hearing from our members, from talking directly to our members, that a lot of them are making money with us. Our retention rate with our members is well over 70%. Again, over 10,000 members in 114 different countries. And these people are making money, guys. And I'll prove it to you. I'll actually show you. Members of TTG that are on this live stream, members of True Trading Group that are on this live stream, if you are making money and you guys are becoming better traders because of TTG, do me a favor, just type the number 1 in chat right now. Just type the number 1 right now. Type the number 1 if you are making money, if you're becoming a better trader because of TTG. And anyone that's here that's on this live stream, anybody that's here, if you're not a member, pay very close attention to how many people you see type the number 1 on this side of the screen. Guys, these are your peers. These are your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your Uber drivers, your chiropractor, the construction worker you pass on the way to work. There they are, telling you that they're making money. So why the hell can't you? They have all the same excuses that you had. Or I should say they had all the same excuses that you have. They have full-time jobs. 82% of our members have a full-time job. 82% of them have a full-time job. The rest of them are full-time traders or they're retired. They don't have more time than you. They're sure as hell not luckier than you. So if they can do this, then so can you. You see what's happening here? These people are making money, and that's great. And are some making money off the alerts that we give? Yes, of course they are. We trade futures, stocks, options, crypto. We go long, we go short, we swing trade, we day trade, we do cover long-term investing. We literally do it all. Like I said to you before, we have 9 moderators in chat with you during the day. Everybody shares their screen. Everybody trades with you live. You get to tune in what you want to tune into. All the executions are done in real time. And at the end of the day, all of our trading records are uploaded onto our dashboard for everybody to see. 100% fully transparent. And like I said, people are making money following our alerts. You saw that yourself. But there's a lot of people too that started out following alerts, found their identity over time, and now they started finding their own trade ideas. And they don't just rely on myself and the moderators forever, because if all you do is rely on my trade alerts, well, what happens if, God forbid, something happens to me? You're just going to stop making money in the markets? No, the real goal is for you to, sure, use our alerts to make money in the meantime while you learn. But the real goal is for you to get good enough at this so that you can start identifying your own opportunities in the market and you take your own trades without a moderator having to tell you, hey, I just bought this stock. Hey, I just got into this call option. And you can go ahead and you can start to do those things and make those decisions on your own. That's the goal. That's when you really reach your full potential. You ask any successful trader, they'll all tell you that the real successful traders will tell you that you'll make more money with your own trade ideas than you will following somebody else's, no matter how good the trader is that you're following. That's just the way that it is. Ask any successful trader, they'll tell you the exact same thing. And that's empowering. That's empowering. If you want to come in here and you want to follow the alerts, you certainly can do so. They're plentiful and they are good. There's something literally for everyone, every style, and they are transparent. And that's what matters most. But however, we got a comment here. Justin says, I'm a small business owner that operates mostly by myself. And with TTG alerts, I can make money while working average of over 600 a day. Way to go, Justin. That's incredible. Justin's averaging $600 a day as a small business owner trading with us with True Trading Group. Well, as a small business owner, you know Justin's busy as all hell. And Justin doesn't work a regular 9 to 5. Justin's going to work probably more hours than the regular person managing and running and operating that small business on his own, and is still able to make $600 a day on average here with us at True Trading Group. Justin says TTG will not steer you wrong at all. This is the stuff that's out there. This is what's available. These are real people. These are real members. These are your peers, guys. But at some point, you make the decision. If you do make the decision, you want to do this on your own and you ultimately want to make that your main goal. You get the alerts no matter what. You don't even have to be in chat. You get them through our mobile app with push notifications in real time. So you can be at work getting the alerts in real time whenever. Most of the people that join True Trading Group can't be in chat during the day. There's about 2,200 people that are in our chat room at any given moment. But there's about probably 4,500 or so, maybe a little under 5,000 unique logins throughout the course of the day. The rest of those people, okay, we have 10,000 members though. So a lot of people just get the alerts through their app. They log in on their own time to go through the educational material. It's a self-serve educational platform. Our goal is to help empower you. And it's for all skill levels. Even if you're an advanced trader, you've been trading for 20 years and you're already successful, you already know what you're doing. I'm sure you're probably a member of a bunch of Discords. Why? Because trading is a lonely sport. Whether you do or don't need any of our educational material, there's still strength in numbers. And there's not many industries that you can say that for. Came here 2 years ago, knew nothing about the market. I now plan, create, and execute my own trades. TTG creates bosses. I've seen many succeed here, myself included, my boy Sam. I love to hear that, Sam. From annual to lifetime to all access, $8,000 last week, best week ever. Small business owner working on becoming a full-time trader. King David, I got to tell you, brother, King David and I have actually been communicating pretty frequently over the last month or so. And King David, you're on fire, my man. Something has clicked for you. You are absolutely killing it. I'm so happy for you. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. Don't get overzealous. Don't cross from confidence over to arrogance. That's when the market humbles us. You're doing fantastic, my man. Keep it up. Those numbers are just going to keep getting better. Congratulations to you. But this is what I'm talking about, though, guys. These are real people. These are real people with real results, making real money. And if they can do this, then so can you. How many of you, I'm curious, have gotten to a point now where you're good enough where you're actually making money on your own trade ideas? Type the number 2 if that's you, if you guys could, please. Type the number 2 if you guys have learned so much with TTG that you are now able to make money on your own trade ideas. Type the number 2 if that's you. If you really want to know if True Trading Group works, this is the question to ask. This is what you want to really know. Because if True Trading Group actually works, if the 9 professional traders can educate our members to a point where they're able to consistently make money on their own trade ideas, isn't that why you're here? Isn't that why you're on this live stream on Super Bowl? Isn't that why you're interested in the stock market and trading and investing in the first place? Do you really genuinely just want to blindly follow somebody else? Or do you really want to get to a point where you can say, you know what? I don't have to rely on anybody else for my financial future. It doesn't matter if True Trading Group disappeared tomorrow. I know I can still make money in the markets. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want that empowering feeling? Don't you want that feeling of freedom to say, I really don't care what the price of eggs are? I really don't care how much it costs to fill up my tank. I don't care how much my car insurance just went up. Isn't that really what you want to say to yourself? Because it's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than just, oh, hey, I would love to make $500 today. It's more than that. That's such a small, under the microscope, tiny picture, tiny, small mindset. Think bigger. Think bigger than that. Think sending my kid to the college that they want to go to, giving my daughter the wedding that she deserves, taking my family on a special vacation every single year, not once every 5 years, but every year taking them on a special vacation. Not having to worry at the checkout counter that, oh, I'm $50 over budget. Let me put a couple items back. Just last week, I made over 200% with Roblox and constantly making QQQ my biatch. Jimmy Benson, I love you, brother. I hope you're doing well because I know how to fish. February mortgage paid with TTG gains. Jimmy paid his entire mortgage with gains that he made with True Trading Group. Here's what you don't want. I just told you a lot about what you want, right? And assuming that I know what you want, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what you want. But I'm willing to bet this is what you don't want. You don't want for me to tell you to join TTG. You'll make $1 million. You're going to get everything you want if you put in no work at all whatsoever. That's what you don't want, because that's bullshit. I'm not going to sell you a pipe dream. I'm not going to sell you the moon and the stars and deliver you the fog over Hong Kong. I'm not going to. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. We have had tens of thousands of members come through True Trading Group over the last several years, between trial members, annual members, lifetime members. Guys, we know what works. We've seen our members succeed. We've seen the members that have failed. I know what works. You've got thousands of members that are telling you right here on this live stream, hey, I'm making money. You can do this. Skunk Ape says TTG is the real deal. Who's not a member? If you're on this live stream and you're not a member, can you do me a favor real quick? Just type the letters TTG. I want to show you something. If you're not a member, please type the letters TTG. Might sound tedious. It's not. Trust me. Just go ahead and type the letters TTG for me, please. I want to show you something. Seriously. Type the letters TTG if you're not a member. I promise you guys will enjoy this. Type the letters TTG if you're not a member. Let's see. Commando. Dave McAllister, welcome back. You're a frequent viewer on the channel. Hope to see you in the as a member here soon. John, on 4 is a trial. John, RGY, Nestor, what's up? Indigo, Leonard, Pamela, I think welcome back. Your name looks familiar. I think you were here last week, if I'm not mistaken. Pamela, we got Demarcus, we got Rami, we got Don, we got Alicia's YouTube is here. We got Lucky Stars in the house. Yeah, go ahead and type TTG, guys. Those of you that are not members. Don't forget, I still got to give you a bunch of my trade ideas. I still got a list of trade ideas of what I'm looking to trade this week to make some money. We got Ernest. We have Ron. New York City Trader Boy. There you go, my man. New York City goes, I used to type TTG on the Sunday live streams, but New York City Trader Boy is a member now. That's why I saying I used to type TTG. Now he types the number 1. When I say who's making money. Scott says you guys are in the correct place. We got Dilip Kumar. Hey, what's up? How are you? Blessed Hot Mess. Hope you're doing well. Blessed Hot Mess and I actually just did a one-on-one a couple weeks ago. I just paid for my grandkids' sports for the year. I have 4 grandsons, not cheap. Moderna profits allowed for it. Great trade. Very nicely done, Blessed Hot Mess. I love it. John says, how do I join? John, hold that thought, brother. I'm going to get to that in just a moment. Members and only members. Again, I told you guys, for those of you that are not members, I told you I wanted to show you something. Now I'm talking to members and only members. Yes or no? Are the things that I have said on this live stream thus far, are they bullshit? Yes or no? Are the things that I have said not true? Are the things that I have said BS? Yes or no? People that are members. I feel like I had to really clarify that question. I feel like that question might have been confusing a little bit when I first asked it. Like, wait, is he saying yes, it is, or no, no, it's not, or yes, no, it's not? Or was that a double negative? Was that? Those of you that are not members, read the comments. When you want to know if a trading community is right for you, I really, and this goes for any trading community. I'm not, again, I don't, if you guys don't join to a trading group, I wish you the best of luck with whatever you do. Because I truly do believe that the better that retail traders can become, the more educated they can become, the more successful they can become, the better companies like True Trading Group are going to do in the long run anyway. But I want you guys to really start to think about and start to ask yourselves, or not really ask yourselves, but really what you should consider is, what do members of those communities have to say? Doesn't matter what I say. What matters is what our members say. And that goes with any community that's out there. Don't necessarily join a community because of what the leader has to say to you. Join a community because you just had 700 people that are part of the community be like, yeah, actually, dude, I'm making a bunch of money. It works. I've learned a ton. I'm actually making my own trade ideas now. I've learned more in the last 3 months than I've learned in the last 3 years. That's why you should join. If anything, TTD has over-delivered, says my boy Sam. Those are the reasons why you should join a trading community. Not because you like me or you don't like me or you believe what I'm saying or you don't. I'm being honest with you. So let me tell you guys real quick. I got some good news and I got some bad news, mostly good. And then we're going to get into my trade ideas. We're going to talk about how we're going to make some money this week. But let me share with you guys a little bit about what we've got available for you. We had one person was asking me before. I forgot. I didn't catch the name. I forgot the name when everybody started typing no. I lost it. But somebody was asking me, how do I join? So here's the deal. Anyone that's not a member, if you guys are interested in joining True Trading Group, we do offer you a double your money back guarantee, which I really don't think you need, considering our refund rate at TTD is less than 2.5%, and our retention rate with our members is well over 70%. So I don't think you guys necessarily need it, but it's there for peace of mind. So if you are interested, go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. Go to ttgoffer.com. What we are doing here is you have a 52% off on the annual membership right now at ttgoffer.com. There is no coupon code needed. You're essentially saving $450 off if you skip the trial. So if you guys join the trial and then you become a member, it's going to cost you $450 more to become a member. I just want to be fully transparent about that. I want you guys to understand that the offer that I'm giving you here today for 52% off is people that are joining here right now on this live stream. There are going to be 17 spots that we are going to give. Okay. 17 spots at $1,047 for the membership fee for the entire year. There is no upsell. There's no hidden cost. There's no additional fee for anything that you see on ttgoffer.com. So everything on that page you get included for $1,047 for the entire year. If you join the trial and then want to become a member, then it will cost you $1,497 to become a member. I want to be crystal clear about that. Okay. I want and I need you to be able to be successful because I really like being able to offer a double your money back guarantee. The only reason I could offer a double your money back guarantee is because so few of our members need it, less than 2.5%. So we could offer double your money back. But if our refund rate was, let's say 12%, 15%, then I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. So I need you to be successful. I want you to be successful because I really like saying this on a live stream. It's a major flex. When I'm like, hey, join TTG. If you can't make back $1,047, I'm going to give you back $2,094. I really like saying that. Okay. Here's how it works. You join today, you pay $1,047. I ask you to do the following. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. We do study groups every week. I'm asking you to attend one. If you can do those things, take your time, go at your own pace. And Daniel just signed up. We actually only have 16 spots now. Daniel just joined. Okay. If you do that, you do those three things, and you still can't make enough winning trades with us that equal the $1,047 membership fee at least once during your membership. If you can't do that, we're not just going to give you back $1,047. We're going to give you back $2,094 for wasting your time. So I need you to be successful, okay? Because I really like offering that. You also get a free laptop with your membership. We were able to get our hands on a couple more of these. That's why there's only 16 of these spots left. Daniel just joined, so there are 16 left, okay? All right, so there are 16 spots left. The laptop is a free HP laptop, comes with Microsoft 365, Windows 11. Now listen, it's not a MacBook Pro. It's not a $2,000 gaming laptop, okay? You're not going to launch a satellite into orbit with it, but it's a wonderful free gift. You guys can trade with it. You can use it for work. You can give it to your kid for school. Guys, you can sell it on eBay, put the money back in your account. I don't care what you do with it. It is our gift to you when you join TTG. We ship anywhere in the world. We cover shipping. Remember, we have members in 114 different countries. As long as you live on Earth, I'll get you guys the free laptop. Okay? How do you know you're one of the next 16 spots? It's very simple. When you go to ttgoffer.com, you see the laptop listed there in the items that you get. Then you know you're getting one. If you don't see the laptop there, then that means 16 people have already joined, and you'll still get the $1,047 price point. You just won't get the brand new free laptop. And you guys, again, will all get the double your money back guarantee, which I really don't think you need, but it is there for peace of mind. I think it's nice, and it also holds us accountable because I know I talk a big game on this live stream, but I talk a big game on this live stream because I truly believe in the platform that we've created and its ability to help you reach your goals based on the success that we've seen from current members. And to prove to you how much we believe in it, we back it up with our own money with a double your money back guarantee. Essentially, when you join True Trading Group, you're making an investment in yourself, and we are matching that investment with you. You're going to put up $1,047. We're going to put up $1,047. And if you can make the $1,047 back, great. We're going to keep your $1,047. Fair business transaction. If you put up the $1,047, and you can't make it back at least once during your membership, when you can't make enough trades that equal the $1,047, then we're going to give it back to you and you're going to take ours. Again, I think a fair business transaction. I think that's how this business really should work. And that's how this industry should work. You guys are joining not because you want to watch other people make money. You're joining because you want to make money. So then the success and failure of our platform should be based on your success and or failure. Having a hard time signing up because I'm a trial with a username, I guess. Yes. Okay. So listen, on for and on. Listen, if you are currently a trial member and you guys would like to join for the $1,047 price point, you have to send us a text message because we have to whitelist your email if you're already a trial. So send a text message to 1-888-621-2127. Okay, 1-888-621-2127. Text that number right now. But let me be clear. I can't keep allowing this. I'm telling you guys, if you join the trial, it's going to cost you $1,497 to join. The $1,047 is for right now on this live stream. On for and on, I know you're already a trial. We'll make this exception. If anybody wants to, if you are a trial currently, or maybe even if you used to be a trial, or if you used to be an annual member, do you guys want to come back home? Text that number at the bottom of your screen right now within the next 10 minutes or so. I'm not going to keep doing this, okay? But we'll make that exception for you here now, 621-2127. We will give you the $1,047 price point. That goes for anybody. You guys have any questions? You have any concerns? Anything you're unsure about? You want to text that number? You guys are more than welcome to do so. We're fully transparent. Okay, we are an open book. Anything you guys want to know. All right, you guys can text that number now, 1-888-621-2127. Otherwise, go straight to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code needed. Everything on that page is included. You've got the W money back guarantee. It's real, guys. It's right there on the checkout page. Joe, can you scroll down and just show them where the W money back guarantee? Look, it's right there, right underneath the checkout. There it is. Go read it. Yes, it's real. And you've got the free laptop, which, I mean, everybody loves a free gift. Why not? Our gift to you. All right. But there are only a limited amount. Okay. They are first come, first serve. So ttgoffer.com or text us 1-888-621-2127. All right. Excellent. With that all being said, let's move things on over to the chats. The chats, as our Boston friends would say. Let's take a look at the SPY. We have a very obvious resistance level, right? Does not take a nice. Daniel says, thank you. Looking forward to learning, growing, and trading with you all. Have an excellent Super Bowl Sunday. You too, brother. I look forward to trading with you this week. Welcome to the family, Daniel. So, guys, like I say, you guys can see this resistance up here, right? This does not take a master chartist or severely experienced advanced trader to see that every time the SPY gets up to 609, 610, it pulls back, right? You guys can all see this. Tops. Now, what's interesting is I think this resistance level is strong as all hell. And it's not just the fact that it keeps topping out. It's every time that we reject off the level, it's a very severe drop. Now, all of the drops have been coupled with catalyst, right? Okay. You have the Fed meeting drop was the first one. Then you had the DeepSeek drop. Then you had the tariff drop. Now you have more tariff inflation expectation and earnings drop, right? So there you guys have it. 1, 2, 3, 4 sizable pullbacks off of this level. And I kind of feel like, if we're being honest, I kind of feel like the market is gearing up for something that might look like this. Okay. Kind of think we might get a little bit more of this pullback. I kind of feel like we're going to start to get back into this support level. Okay. Kind of feel like we're going to get back into this support level and drop down into the low 590s. Okay. I think that those low 590s is kind of where we're going to start to target this. I love that area for support. I think it's a beautiful spot for us to pull back into. You have the gap up from the lighter than expected CPI number in January. You also have the bottom of the tariffs, right? You have the bottom of the tariffs news from over the weekend. And then you have this purple line, which is the 100-day moving average. On for and on, you have to send a text message right now, brother. 1-888-621-2127. Again, on for and on. You have to, that's a username. You have to send a text message right now to 1-888-621-2127. Are those coincidental? An excuse for the drop? I mean, I don't think they're coincidental. I mean, I think it just sometimes it just kind of happens that way. I mean, those are real catalysts. Those are real catalysts that have happened, and it sets and it establishes levels, right? It sets and it establishes support and resistance. You guys have to remember, like when you're identifying support and resistance, there is nothing that. So like, let's say right now you can say like, oh, 609. Right, is resistance. There's nothing special about the 609 number. It just so happens to be that there's a lot more people that are selling stuff when you get up to 609 than there are that are buying it for whatever the reason. And that just creates an imbalance between buyers and sellers in the market. Okay. When the markets are consolidating, there's an equal balance. When the markets are moving higher, you have an imbalance to the buy side. When the markets are moving low, you have an imbalance to the sell side. I know that's like as simple as you can possibly describe it, but when you're considering how support and resistance levels work, you have to remember that there's nothing special about 609. It's not that like every time we get to 609, we have, let's figure out, a reason why the markets could sell off. It just, now, every time you've gotten there, you've been there, these catalysts have occurred, and that creates this resistance level. Levels get broken and they're not relevant anymore. One of the things you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group, and this goes for everybody, I'm not talking to any one person, I'm just talking in general to everybody, is how to identify relevant support and resistance levels. A big mistake that a lot of amateur traders make is that they see a support level from a while ago that has since been broken and is no longer relevant. The level's been cleared, and they still think that level is support. And they then try to make trades around it and then just get blown straight through. And they're like, what the hell just happened? I thought that was support. It used to be support, but it's not support anymore. Like, there's nothing special about that level. It just so happened to be that at that point in time, there was more buyers than there were sellers at that price point. But there's things you look for when you're analyzing a chart to determine whether a support level is still intact or whether the support level has been cleared. And you'll learn that as a member of True Trading Group. And once you determine that a level is still intact and it's a relevant level, then you have to make the distinction, is this a minor level or a major level? And we treat those levels differently. Major levels are the areas where those are levels that we want to structure our entries around. You want your stop losses and your entries to be structured around major levels. Minor levels are really where you're going to structure your profit targets. So when you're developing your trading plan, where am I going to get in? Where am I going to get out? Right? Where am I going to take profit? Major and minor level identification is a huge part of technical analysis because you do treat those levels differently. You will learn that as a member of True Trading Group. I promise you guys. Okay. So as we sit here and we're taking a look again, we go back to the charts. For me, I look at this and I say, I just think when I take a look at this chart, it just feels to me like the path of least resistance is to bleed a little bit further to the downside and then try to bounce. I think that is the path of least resistance, rather than, we stick our foot in the ground come Monday and by Tuesday the market just does this. Is this possible? Sure. Would I be surprised if the market did this? Honestly, no. But I just think that you're going to have more inflation data that's going to be coming up here, guys, soon. And the last CPI number that we got was lighter than expected. The markets loved it. The markets gapped up and really rallied on the January release of the December CPI. We're about to get the February release of the January CPI. And if that number does come in lighter than expected, you will see this market rally. You will see this market push higher. So you have to pay attention to those CPI and PPI numbers that come out. But if those numbers do come out and they're not below expectations, or if they're a little bit higher, they're kind of in line in some spots, a little bit hotter than in other spots, then the inflation expectations number that we got on Friday, that was much higher than expected. There was over 4. So the inflation expectations, 1-year inflation expectation on the consumer side was over 4%. That is a really bad number. You have not had a 1-year inflation expectation over 4 in a long time throughout this inflation cycle. So the fact that number just popped back above 4, the Fed is going to pay very close attention to. And the problem with inflation expectations is that it sometimes becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, where when people believe that prices are going to be significantly higher in the future, they start raising prices to account for that cost in the future. And that then therefore pushes prices and inflation higher. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is a dangerous, vicious, self-feeding monster when inflation becomes unanchored. That is what it means when inflation becomes unanchored. When inflation expectations start to run away in the near term, that's inflation becoming unanchored. Throughout this entire inflationary cycle, even going back to inflation CPI at 9% in 2022, you still had anchored inflation throughout the entire process. If that becomes unanchored, the markets are going to absolutely hate that, and you will get a more significant pullback. It's way too early to tell if that is in fact going to be the case. We just have to continue to pay attention to those data points as they come out. I'm not here to predict the future. I don't know what inflation is going to be in August. I'm going to analyze the data as it comes out. I'm going to make my trading decisions accordingly. I cannot predict the future. What I can do is use my 18 years of experience to say, if that's what the inflation data is, this is what I think the markets are going to do, what the reaction is going to be, and this is how I'm going to position myself to make money from it. That's what being a good trader is about. It's not about predicting the future. All right? That's exactly what we're going to do here inside of TTG. So we're going to look to see if there's a little bit more of a pullback here this week. I think the path of least resistance is going to be down into the low to mid 590s rather than we push back up to 608, 609 all-time highs. Let's talk about some individual stocks that are on the watch list. If we do think we're going to get a pullback, let's go after one of the weakest stocks in the entire market, and it's AMD. AMD, guys, broke underneath a big support level there at 113. We rallied back up into it, found resistance, and then sold it back to the downside. I actually told you guys about this AMD last week, where I said if AMD gets underneath 113, watch for the bounce into it to get short and then roll it back over. It's exactly what happened last week on Thursday. We popped right back up to 112.5, and then bang, right back down to 107. But when I take a look at this chart, I see support down here around 95. We got to welcome John. John just joined, guys. Now we're down to 15 spots. Okay, that is the user on and on. So on and on just joined. So John, welcome. There are 15 spots now remaining. So again, folks, go to ttgoffer.com. That is ttgoffer.com. Or if you have any questions, text us directly, 1-888-621-2127. All right. So that's the support level that I'm seeing. See that double bottom right there at 95 from 2023, September and October, bang, bang. There's your double bottom. I don't really see there being a lot of support in here. There has been a lot of weakness in the semiconductor space as of late. And I just want to see if AMD breaks underneath 107. 107 is double bottom from Friday and Wednesday low. Break underneath 107. Just look for that stock to continue to bleed. I just think you're going to get a bleed out. That's it. Just a bleed out like this on AMD, bleed it out down into those bottom support levels. And then we can look for a bounce once we get between 95 and 100. But I think you're going to see AMD trade closer down near 100 as we get into this week and then going into next week. All right. So let's stay on the short side. This one might be one that might surprise some people. I'm looking at UPST short. I think you might have had a bull trap on Friday on the back of a firm's earnings. So a firm came out with earnings at this huge gap up, took out this massive resistance level and traded above it. So there's that resistance level. You beat earnings. They actually flipped to a profit, and it was very unexpected for them for the quarter. So the fundamental catalyst was there, took out that technical resistance. And you got a sympathy play there from a firm's earnings with Upstart. And Upstart, everybody looked at this, okay? And this is what I want you guys to take a look at here. Everybody looked at this as this is a big level of resistance. And not to say that it's not a level of resistance, because it certainly is. It's a pivot point from January. You go 1, 2, 3 tops. You have the 50-day moving average, which is the dark blue line you see on my screen. And you broke above that, and everybody got very excited and started to chase UPST for the long, expecting a little bit of a short squeeze. There is a decent short position on UPST. But then you ran right smack into another you ran right smack into another pivot point right there of resistance, and it failed it and pulled all the way back to the downside. I want to watch out for a total failure on UPST. I feel like UPST back to 66 could be a decent play, and you get a candle that looks something like that. Okay. We should not get back above, I'd say 70.5. I'd say maybe 70.5, but I'm looking for us to go back to 66 and fill the gap, right? So let's zoom this in. We're going over, this is just more technical analysis. See this level right there? I think we're going back into it, okay? So there's 66, 65.5, 66. That's the zone that we're going to look for, all right? And let's look for a failure on UPST. If UPST opens up tomorrow and it's above 70.5, forget it. Not going to pay much attention to it. Okay. Won't pay too much attention to it. But I think I feel like the stock is going to head down this way. It's a little bit more of a riskier play because of the sympathy play with Affirm, and Affirm was. I mean, I'll tell you what, if Affirm does this and you break back underneath 72, just know I'm short UPST. Just know I'm short UPST if Affirm, because the whole reason why Affirm went up was sympathy to the whole reason UPST went up was sympathy to Affirm. So if Affirm can't hold this gap up and Affirm trades back down underneath that level, then no, I'm short. Then just know I'm short UPST. UPST also has earnings. So you got to be careful, if you don't want to hold a position going into earnings. Earnings are always a coin flip. They can beat, they can miss. You don't know. You don't know what their guidance is going to be. Again, I'm not trying to predict earnings, but so I would like to get in and out of this trade prior to earnings. But if Affirm gives that level up, then we're going to look for a short there on UPST. And I think that Friday might have been a bull trap. I think a lot of traders might get trapped long here in the low 70s, and they're going to be staring a low 60s print by the end of the week. So we're going to keep an eye there on UPST. Sticking on the short side, Apple. One of our moderators, Shy, has been short Apple inside of chat against this 100-day moving average, which is this purple line. It's been a wonderful trade. Thing really rolled over on Friday. And I just think Apple is going to continue to bleed itself. I think Apple's going to work its way down to this 200-day moving average, which is the yellow line you see on my screen. We're looking at Apple down to like 222. The break point is 226. You're going to want to see Apple break under 226, and then you can look at 226 up to 227 as resistance to then look for a follow-through move down to 222. All right. So that's going to be Apple. Then let's switch things up to some longs. Well, actually, I can hit on Alphabet here first. Alphabet, I actually think Alphabet is getting ready for a bounce, but I think you can actually play this both ways. I've got a support zone here on Alphabet, right? Here's my support zone. You guys can see it. And that's what support and resistance are. They are zones. They're not one finite price. They're zones, okay? And I think that Apple is going to get a little bit further to the downside, and then I think it's going to try to bounce. So I actually think you might be able to play this both ways. I think, I think Alphabet down to like 181, and then I think it bounces. All right. So I think maybe something that looks like this on Alphabet. All right. Stock I want you to keep on watch just because of how obvious this level is Roku at 86.5. It's such an obvious level. Look at this level on Roku, right? You had support back there in early 24. And now you have, look at that. And then I want you to look at that uptrend support line. So you have this ascending triangle pattern forming on Roku. And I want you to pay attention to Roku to, continue this consolidation and then and possibly break. Okay, so I want you guys to watch Roku here inside of this little consolidation, this ascending triangle. You have clear resistance at 86.5 and then higher lows pushing into it. Everybody sees the resistance level there. So the fact that buyers are stepping up closer and closer and closer to the level tells you buyers are getting less scared of this resistance. And if that resistance level gets taken out, Roku has room to fill a gap that takes you all the way into the mid 90s. So it is possible that you can see if and when this level breaks, you can be long pullbacks into that level and then look for the follow through. Okay. So we're going to look for the long there on Roku. And then how do you know if you're wrong? Well, if you take a look at Roku throughout the week and the stock breaks underneath that uptrend support line, then you can get rid of that idea. All right, but that is something that we're going to watch there on Roku. And then we have Starbucks. If you guys were on my live stream last week, you guys remember we called this perfectly. One of my top trade ideas for the week last week was Starbucks long at 105.5, and the low of the week is 105.52. And this thing pushed all the way to 112.62. It was a beautiful trade for members last week inside of chat. And I just think there's more upside on this name. We're going to look for 110 support, nice little area here. After earnings, you gapped it up, you exploded. You had this little tiny resistance level there at 110. You broke above it. You pulled it back in on Friday and bang, 110 stuck support. And now I just feel like Starbucks is going to do this. Okay. I just feel like Starbucks is going to do this. Now, this is a very low volatility stock. It is a slow mover. The 9 EMA is working its way up. The 9 EMA has been support for this stock for the last month or so. Right? The stock has momentum. You got the fundamental catalyst with earnings. You have the technical catalyst, which is this. Let me delete all this, which is this descending triangle breakout, right? You broke out of that. So you have the technical breakout. I think the stock has room to 115, possibly 117. So we're going to target 115 to 117 for Starbucks for the long. All right. Get it? Got it? Good. That wraps up top trade ideas for the week. Now, obviously, we're going to add to that list as news comes out, as economic data comes out. We're going to go through all of it. I'll, make those adjustments with you guys like we always do inside of chat. We are going to do that. Okay. All right. Now that takes me to second code word of the day. The second code word of the day is refs. Refs. R-E-F-S. Refs. Go refs. Those are the code words for today's giveaway. Go refs. Okay, those are the two code words. You need to know both code words. If your name is called on this live stream, we're going to put everyone's name into a random name picker here in just a moment. We're going to spin the wheel live. If your name's called, you're going to have 2 minutes to send a text message to a phone number we put on the screen, and you have to give me those two code words, and the prize is yours. If you are a lifetime member of True Trading Group, you are going to receive a bonus skip the line one-on-one mentor session with any moderator of your choice. If you are an annual member, you're going to receive a year of STR totally for free. That's a value of around $700. You get it totally for free. There's the phone number. It's 786-292-1606. If your name is called, you need to text this number, give me the two code words within the 2-minute time frame, and the prize is yours. Joseph, if you are ready, brother, I am. Let me get the timer up. Wow, Joe's ready. Joe is like, I'm not messing around today. He's upset that the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl too, like a lot of people are. I get it. Trust me. I feel like everybody's rooting for the Eagles, but I can't. Well, everybody hates the Chiefs, right? Literally everybody hates the Chiefs except Chiefs fans. But I can't root for the Eagles. I also hate the Chiefs. I can't root for the Eagles, though, because I'm a Giants fan. And I have to say I hate the Eagles a little bit more than I hate the Chiefs. So by default, I have to root for a team that I also hate. It's the worst Super Bowl for me that could possibly have happened. I don't even know if I want to watch the game, but I'm nauseous even thinking about having to cheer for Patrick Mahomes. He throws some stupid touchdown pass. Ugh. Anyway, let's spin that wheel. All right, round and round we go. Who's it going to be? No one knows. And the winner is. Did we freeze? Oh, no. Nuno Neto. You have 2 minutes to send a text message to 786-292-1606. Again, that is 786-292-1606. You got to give me both code words, Nuno. So, Nuno, I'm waiting on you. You got 1 minute and 45 seconds now. Nuno Neto. You have 1 minute and 35 seconds to send a text message to 786-292-1606 and give me those two code words. I know, Mike. Mike Joyner's like, don't hate. I know. He's like, I hate the Chiefs just because I'm just tired of them. They're the new Patriots. I hate them because they're so good. They're the best coach team in the NFL by far. Andy Reid is unbelievable. Spagnuolo is unbelievable. Trust me, I know. We won a Super Bowl with Spagnuolo, right? Guy's an amazing defensive coordinator. But I'm just tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It's every year. It's like it's the Patriots all over again. Hawkar Solar, send a text message to 1-888-621-2127. Listen to me very carefully. Hawkar Solar, I'm talking to you specifically. Send a text right now to 1-888-621-2127. Text that number right now. Hawkar, text that number now. It's right there at the bottom of the screen in case you missed it. 10 seconds. Does not look good for Nuno. Looks like Nuno got his Super Bowl festivities started early. It's going to cost him. It's going to cost him dearly. Time is up. Sorry, Nuno. You should have been here with us, brother. Let's go ahead, Joe, and spin that wheel. I feel like a game show host. I think I'd be a good game show host. The winner is Tony Harden. Tony Harden coming in strong. You have 2 minutes, Tony. 2 minutes, Tony. Text that number. We're all cheering for you. 786-292-1606. Tony, text that number. Give us both code words. The prize is yours. The clock's ticking. You're down to 1 minute and 40 seconds, Tony. So text 786-292-1606. Give me the 2 code words. The prize is yours. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 2 minutes goes by quick. That's why I keep telling you guys, make sure you're watching live. Make sure you're watching live. Can't afford to even be a minute behind. Who do you guys want to win? Everybody type in chat, Eagles or Chiefs. Who do you want to win? Not who do you think. Who do you want to win? Eagles or Chiefs? While we wait for Tony. Not who you think's going to win.
Taylor Swift.
You want to win. Oh, look at this guy.
Taylor Swift.
You want Taylor Swift to win?
She already has.
I hate her.
Yo, don't ever say that publicly on this stream again, or you're fired.
Yeah, well, that's going to be hard. Okay.
I will bench you. Do not.
No, it's pretty even. Look at all the. It's pretty. There's more.
You can't say what you just. Don't do that,
dude. I'm soon to be a 40-year-old grown man.
I understand, but
so I'm not a Taylor Swift.
I'm asking so nicely. Just please, not that.
please not the Swifties. There's only 10 seconds left for Tony. This is going to be bad. Tony missed it. Oh, he got it. Tony got it. Tony got it, guys. I'm sorry. Wow, Tony. Tony, you had seconds, bro. Tony, you had seconds to spare. Seconds. Wow. Guys, everybody congratulate Tony. Tony did get it. Tony Harden, congratulations. The prize is yours, brother. That was scary. I didn't know if we were going to get it. I started to get worried there when we had like 20 seconds left, but he came in there with about 3 seconds to spare. Wow. Right at the buzzer. Just like the refs are going to throw the pass interference flag just late enough in the game for everybody to be like, oh, you know it's coming. Right? You know it's coming. And Tony's a lifetime member. So Tony just won himself a skip the line bonus one-on-one mentor session with any moderator of his choice. Looking forward to getting down to business. All right. Looking forward. All right, folks, that's it. That does it here for me. I really want to thank you all for joining me today. I know it's Super Bowl. I know you guys probably have a bunch of plans and parties and everything else that you guys are probably going to be doing for the game. Have fun, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Right. And enjoy the game. How many members are on this live stream that don't have any plans? Type the number 7 if you are a member and you don't have plans for the game. Type the number 7 if you're a member and you don't have plans for the game. Just a couple. Oh, there's some more. Some more coming through now. Oh, well, guys, listen, if you guys don't have plans, listen, Adam doesn't give a rat's ass about sports. Adam's going to open up the main chat. If you guys want to hang out, maybe watch the game or talk about AI stuff or whatever you want to talk to Adam about, guys, Adam's going to open up the main chat. Adam, who do you want to win? Do you care?
I care only because I bet on the Chiefs.
Okay.
So I bet 500 to win $427. The money line was pretty good when I got in.
It's 1.5.
I honestly,
I think it's a 1.5 spread.
Yeah, I don't personally care too much. It'd be nice to see the Eagles win, but I don't.
No,
think that they will.
it wouldn't. It would not be nice to see the Eagles win.
What?
It would not be nice. Why would you say that?
You'd rather see the Chiefs win?
I'd rather see, yeah, because we got to realize, dude, I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, no, I know you have a lot of bad blood with them.
Yeah,
they definitely killed your dog, spit in your mom's face.
Yeah, they almost did one time.
Yeah,
it's
super weird that you're that attached.
They slapped my dad. It was messed up.
People that you don't even know, but
yeah.
I would like to see the Chiefs lose. Just because I think it's cool to see an upset. It makes it more exciting. I personally don't care, but I hope the Chiefs win. I'd like to make $427.
Nice. Well, hey, I'm rooting for you.
See, I don't have to like either of them to make money with it.
Kind of like the markets. I don't care what goes up or it goes down. I don't care what the reasons are. Stocks are moving, whether you like it or not. Just got to make money from it. At the end of the day, that's why we're here.
I'm also not going to be in the main chat, talking and hanging out. I'm going to do stuff too, but I just figured, why not open it up? There's plenty of people that would want to be in there.
Oh, sure. All right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I don't want people to think I'm going to be in there, going over AI, working. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Nico,
Eunice.
Yes. Explain that one more time before we go, please.
Yeah. Eunice is saying, are you offering free laptops? We are. There are a few of them left. You can go to ttgoffer.com right now, Eunice. Okay. Everything on that page is included when you join our membership. The membership's $1,047 for the entire year. There's no upsell or additional cost for anything you see on that page. So you will see the laptop is the first item listed on that page. So you will be getting a free laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. And everything else on that page is included. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, our 22-course curriculum, all of our courses, which is a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York, TradingView's premium charting software, the trade idea scanners on our platform for you guys to use, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, congressional trading data, 1,000 hours of recorded workshops covering different topics that we've done with members. All of that's included for $1,047 for the whole year. So you can go directly to ttgauthor.com, Eunice, and just sign up and get yourself the free laptop. Or if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send us a text message to 1-888-621-2127. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. You have any questions, you're unsure about something, text that number. We're fully transparent. We'd love to hear from you. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. All right. So that's it, folks. Yep. Eunice, anytime. Anytime. My pleasure. All right, folks. Enjoy the game. Like I said, Adam's going to open the main chat. If you guys don't have plans.
It's open now if anyone wants to come in.
Oh, it's open right now. So if you guys want to go hang out, you don't have plans for the game, you want to hang out with some members, talk about stuff, talk about the game.
And 2% shut down STR so that we can all be in the same room, okay?
What was that?
Shut down STR for now so everyone can be in the same room.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, folks. So we'll open up main chat. We'll close down STR. STR is our after hours chat when the main chat's not open. But we'll close that down. We'll open up the main chat. This way, everybody could just be hanging out today. So you guys are more than welcome to go shoot over to the main chat. All right. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, show some love. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great night, folks. Take care.